let's get started. You might be thinking, what are all these weird, wonderful words in golf? That's the reason I don't want to play it, because I don't understand most of the words. So I'm going to teach you some of the words and what they mean. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about hole in one. Very hard to do, but you might get lucky. I'm going to show you some of the pros doing it. Oh, and by the way, a hole in one is where you get the ball in the hole in one shot. Now let's look at the pros do it. Pars. You might get confused because there's two types of pars. They're both related, but they're kind of different. I'll talk about the second par later, but here's the first one. What it is at the start of a hole there might be like a sign saying par. It might be a par 3, a par 4, or a par 5. That hole you're playing. So if it's a par 4, that would mean like you've got to aim to get the ball in the hole in 4 or less shots. So that's what a par is, and I'll talk about the second par later. But let's talk about the third word. Let's go. Now I'm going to talk about eagles. Eagle. If you get an eagle, it's where you get the ball in the hole 2 under the par. So it's also very hard to do, but like as I said with the hole in one, you can do it. It's not impossible, but it is quite hard. Now I'm going to talk about birdies. Birdies are when you get the ball in the hole 1 under the par. So say if it was like a par 4 again, for example, you would get it in 3 if it was a birdie. So let's move on to the next. Hi, now we're back to pars again. The first par we were talking about par 3, par 4s and 5s and stuff. So now for the second par. It's the same, basically like this, related to birdies, eagles, hole-in-ones and stuff like that. So what it is if you get a par, it's when you get it in on the amount of numbers set. It's if you get a par, it's like if you get it in on the right par. So that's what a par is. Now I'll move on to the next one. So now we're going to talk about bogeys, and by the way, it's not the type of bogey you think, so don't go like that. Luckily for me, bogeys are quite easy to explain. Thank God for that. So basically all bogeys are is when you get the ball in the hole, like finish the hole in one more shot over the par. So like an example again, say it was a par 4 No, I'll say par 5 because I'm using par 4 a lot. So say it was a par 5. If you got bogey on that par 5, you would get like it'd take six shots because it's one over the par. So that's quite easy to explain, kind of. So let's move on to the next one. Now we'll talk about something similar again. It's got a similar name. It's basically really similar. It's called a double bogey. So basically all that is when you get a 2 over the par instead of just 1 over. That's why it's called a double bogey, because you get a 2 over the par. So that was quite simple as well. Now we're going to talk about different surfaces in golf.
Look at this iron face.
So the first surface we're going to talk about is the fairway. It's like a line of fair cut glass leading up to the hole. The green. The surface that the hole is placed on. You are aiming for that direction. So look ahead to the green. Now we're going to talk about the rough. The rough is long grass where you don't want to get stuck in. It's not that hard to get out, but you don't want to go there. It's placed around the fairway and the green. Last of all on the surfaces, we're going to be talking about the bunker. The hole of sand you don't want to get in. It's normally found on the fairway. Well, it is found on the fairway. It can't be found anywhere else. That's all from me. Jack, out.